Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa khabar semua? Saya harap selepas kita menjalani pra PJJ tempoh hari, kita ada gap masa dan saya harap semua orang juga telah melakukan ulang kaji. Jadi, if you still remember, this is the previous concept that we discussed during our pra PJJ, pre-PJJ, whereby we discussed about the first concept, which is circuit with current sources. What does that mean? It means that in one circuit, we just have different current sources. So in this case, we have IB1 as well as IB2. And I believe we still remember that what we need to do is, firstly, we need to observe. Secondly, we need to redraw. And then we need to label the circuit. For example, with node A, node B, the current flow from each nodes as well as their ground. Let me recap about the basic fundamental of nodal analysis. We need to remember that I equal to V higher minus V lower divided by R. And it is fundamentally from the Ohm's law, whereby I equal to V over R. The second fundamental issue about nodal, it is about nodal which is related to Kirchhoff current law. Okay, so for the second concept, today we are going to discuss about the second concept, which is circuit with current and voltage source. The previous one, circuit only with current sources. But here we have current and voltage. So we have current, IB, as well as voltage. As what been mentioned just now, so the procedure is we need to observe, meaning that we need to observe the circuit, and then we need to redraw. So in this case, I already redraw this original circuit, and then I put specific label, for example, A, B, as well as C. Let me start the equation or the analysis at node A, right here. Okay, at node A, which is here. Okay, it is node A. So there is no current, but we have voltage. So we know that at this node, VA equal to VB. Okay, so we have this VA connected with ground. Okay, so we have this VB for this specific voltage at node A. When we move to node B, which is here, right? So we assume three different currents from three different junctions. This one, the first one, second, and third, right? So let me start at node B, VB minus VA divided by R2. VB minus VA divided by R2 plus VB minus VC, which is your ground, divided by R3. VB minus VC divided by R3, and this current is on the opposite direction of IB, so this is why it is minus IB equal to 0. So this is actually summation of IN equal to 0. So this is the concept of KCL. When we start to simplify, so we have VB divided by R2 minus VA divided by R2 plus VB divided by R3 minus VC divided by R3 equal to IB, and we need to remember that VC equal to 0 because VC is your ground. Okay, so when you simplify, finally you can obtain this equation VA, VB, and IB. So since we have VA, in this case VA equal to VB as the equation 1, so we need to substitute equation 1 into equation 2, right? So we substitute this one. Okay, so we have this VA over here, right? VA equal to VB, so I put VB over here. So we have these three. equation 3, and then we simplify, and finally we have VB equal to IB plus VB over R2 divided by 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So finally, from 1, okay, and from 4, right, this is from 1 and 4, we can have VA equal to VB and VB equal to IB plus VB divided by R2 divided by 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3. So this is the second concept when we deal with circuit with current and voltage source.